Hi, my name is Riley. As many of you know, I enjoy writing and producing songs, and in my lifetime I've written upwards of 40 songs. Something that I get asked quite often is, how do I write a song? I get questions like, do I start with a chords or a melody? Or what should I even write a song about? While songwriting isn't an exact science, there are some things I've learned that I think could be helpful for someone looking to getting into songwriting. So here are a few steps to help you write your first song. If you're going to write a song, the first thing you need is a subject to write the song about. Think about something you've always wanted to say and make a song about that. Inspiration often comes when we least expect it, so always be ready to write down or record any ideas you come up with. If you're really impatient and just want to sit down and muster up a song idea, that's fine too. Grab a pencil and some paper and go to a scenic area. This will give you a lot of material to draw inspiration from. Maybe go on a walk and draw inspiration from things around you. Take this leaf, for example. Many people would just see a leaf, but you know what I see? Inspiration. Leaf! If you still can't think of anything to write about, then write a love song. Time to get your ideas on the page. Pick a good title and build the song from there. It might be good to pick a song structure here or just go wherever the song leads. Writing lyrics is just like writing poetry, so maybe take a look over some stuff you learned in 10th grade English. Using metaphors is pretty great, but you can just go with a straightforward route if you prefer. Something you can use if you have a hard time with rhymes is a rhyme generator. The one that I use is called RhymeZone, but there's hundreds of websites that'll give you some spicy rhymes. Writing lyrics is really about storytelling and conveying emotion. There's no set rules, so you can pretty much take it anywhere you want. Just have fun with it, but make sure you get your point across. Here comes a tricky part, especially for people who aren't necessarily gifted in the area of music. But don't get too worried. For those who are already familiar with instruments and chords, just find 4 chords that express the emotion you're trying to convey. For example, if your song is about something sad, use a lot of minor chords, like D minor, E minor, and A minor. If your song is about something happy or uplifting, use a lot of major chords, like C major, G major, and F major. There's a lot of music theory behind which chords sound good together. But to keep it simple for your first song, you should probably stick to easy keys, like C and G. For those who aren't great with music, listen closely. Find an instrument, any instrument, and Google these 4 chords: C, F, G, and A minor. Take those 4 chords and play them in any order. It'll sound good, I promise. An alternative for those of you who aren't musically inclined is collaboration. As the old saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1. Ask someone who knows their music stuff for help, and I'm sure they'd be down to collaborate. Now for the melody. First, just take those chords you came up with and sing what sounds right. Oftentimes, melodies just come to you while listening to the chords, but if that doesn't work, don't worry. Just take a look at the chords you found, pick a note from the chord, and sing that. As long as the chord is playing, you can sing any note from that chord and it'll sound good. Take this chord for example. That's a C major, and it's made up of these 3 notes. So as long as this chord is playing, you can sing any of those notes in that chord and it'll sound great. Here's an example. Now that you have all the components of a good first song, it's time to pull it all together. Make sure your title is interesting and sums up the idea of the song. The instruments you use should also complement the idea of the song. Higher notes in the instrumentals usually convey a sense of happiness, while lower notes usually sound sad. Faster-paced songs usually convey a sense of excitement, while slower songs usually seem more somber. Coming up with a good song is very difficult, and songwriting takes a lot of practice and time, so don't be discouraged if you don't like the outcome. The first song I wrote was pretty terrible, so chances are whatever you write is going to be better than that. Don't ask me about it.